Welcome to this whole body Vinyasa flow with me, Alicia Waters. Start in child's pose, resting the forehead down on the earth, letting the mind and the body become relaxed and soft. Letting any thoughts drain out of the mind through the space between the eyebrows where the forehead touches the floor. On an inhale, round the back forward, bringing weight into the hands, arch the spine and gaze up. As you exhale, sit the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhaling to tabletop, arching the spine, gazing up, opening the front of the body. And exhale to sit back, child's pose. Keep moving with your breath, inhaling forward, arching the spine, exhaling to round the spine and sit back. The next time you come forward, preparing for some mini push-ups. As you inhale, take the shoulders past the wrists, body in a straight line from knees to crown. Exhale, bend the elbows to the side waist. Inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale to press up. Exhale, lower, and inhale, press all the way up as you exhale back to child's pose. On your next inhale, begin to circle the hips to the right and forward. As you exhale, sweep the hips to the left and back by the heels. Inhale to the right and forward. Exhale to the left and back. Keep going with your breath, whatever feels natural in your body. The next time the hips reach the heels, pause and reverse directions. Inhale goes to the left and forward. Exhale sweeps to the right and back. Big, juicy circles. Pause the next time the hips reach the heels, and as you inhale, come forward to knees down plank, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows to the side waist, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend halfway down. Inhale, press the floor away to come up. Exhale, lower halfway down and hold. Stay for the inhale. Exhale all the way onto the belly. Move the hands forward under the shoulders and inhale, lift the hands and upper chest away from the earth. Press the tops of the feet down as you hover the upper body away from the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up one more inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, press up and back to child's pose. Resting here for a few breaths. On an inhale, rock the weight forward into the hands, repeating that sequence. Exhale, elbows straight back, hovering halfway down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, hug the upper arms in as you lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower halfway down, mini chaturanga, and hold for your inhale. Exhale, lower down onto the belly. Move the hands forward and inhale, hover the hands and upper body away from the mat. Reach the tailbone back towards the heels, press the feet into the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the chest. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, press yourself up and back, Balasana, child's pose. On an inhale, coming forward, last round of upper body strengthening. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, upper arms into the side of the body. Inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway down. Hold, squeezing the elbows in towards the sides. And on your next exhale, lower onto the belly. This time, keep the hands on the floor. As you inhale, press the floor away to come to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Keep the elbows slightly bent and reaching back toward the toes. Pelvis pressing into the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades together to curl the chest forward. Exhale, roll down onto the belly. Inhale, press yourself up onto the knees. Curl the toes under, and as you exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Keep the knees soft, focusing on the upper body, lengthening from the fingertips to the tailbone. You can start to pedal the feet if that feels good to you, pressing one heel at a time into the earth, stretching out the backs of the legs, keeping the spine long, lengthening the sides of the waist. On an exhale, lower the knees to the earth, release the toes and sit the hips back, resting once more in child's pose. Remembering you can return to this posture at any point in the practice that you need a rest. On an inhale, take the weight back into the hands. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back, lower onto the belly. Inhale, hands under the shoulders, press the floor away to lift up to cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up onto the knees, curling the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, pedaling the feet, keeping the spine long, pressing strongly into the floor with both hands. On your next exhale, lower the knees to the earth, peel the toes back and sit back in child's pose. Inhale, rock the weight forward into the hands. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back to come onto the belly, body in one straight line. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, press the floor away, curl the chest open, cobra pose. Exhale onto the belly, move the hands back by the ribs. Inhale, press through tabletop, and exhale, curl the toes under, lifting the hips to downward facing dog with the knees soft. Option to pedal the knees here. Keep all 10 fingertips firmly gripping into the earth, and then press both heels down for a neutral downward facing dog, wrapping the shoulder blades back to front. And then look forward, step the left hand to the middle of the mat, and reach the right arm up and back, resting the right hand on the sacrum, pressing the floor away strongly with the left hand, strengthening the shoulders. Look forward again, switch hands, right hand to the center of the mat, left hand rests on the sacrum, and keep pressing strongly into the earth, grounding through the heels. Breath deep. Reach the left hand forward again, and then turn the right heel into the center of the mat. Reach the right hand back to hold the right ankle as you lift the left leg high, pressing strongly with the left hand, creating a long line of energy from left fingers to left toes. Switching sides, step the left foot down, turn the left heel into the midline of the mat. Reach back with the left hand to hold the left ankle. On an inhale, lift the right leg high. Strong line of energy from the right hand to right foot. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Release the left hand forward, returning to a neutral downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Turn the toes and knees to the right and bend the knees, hips to the heels. Inhale back through center, straight legs. Exhale, swivel toes and knees to the left, bending the knees. Keep moving with your breath, inhaling through center. Exhale, bending the knees to either side, bending the knees deeply so you get a nice stretch in the outer hips. After your next round on the left, return to center and begin to walk the feet forward, slowly in between the hands. Once you arrive, soften the knees, let the upper body hang heavy over the legs. Bend the knees enough that the belly and the torso rest on the thighs, and then hold opposite elbows. Let the head drape between the arms. You can say a gentle yes or shake the head no to soften the neck. Feel the length and spaciousness in the lower back, just resting over the legs. And take the hands to the hips. On an inhale, press the hips back, make a long spine as you reach through the crown of the head to stand all the way up, pressing the feet down as you come up to stand. Inhale, roll the shoulders up toward the ears. Exhale them down the back. Inhale, squeezing them up toward the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. One more time with your breath. And then stand tall, rooting down through the feet, softening the toes, reaching the fingertips gently toward the earth and lengthening up through the crown of the head. On an inhale, sweep the arms up by the ears, pressing palms together. Exhale, twist to your right, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the first side. Keep the hips facing forward. Don't let them join in the twist. Inhale, arms through center. Exhale to the left, left arm back, hips facing forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, opening the heart as you keep the lower back long. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold deeply, long, relaxed lower back. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, coming all the way up to stand. Exhale, palms down in front of the chest. Keep flowing with the breath. As you inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, open the palms, diving over the legs. You can keep the knees soft if you struggled to keep the lower back long. I'm demonstrating that now. Inhale, lift up to the fingertips. Exhale, fold, lower back long. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides and up overhead, coming to stand. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, fill the body with breath. Exhale, open the palms, fold forward. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, reach through the crown. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms and step back, high plank pose. Holding here, pressing hands and feet firmly into the earth, back of head in line with the spine. Lift the lower ribs and belly up towards the back body, stay strong. On your next exhale, lower the knees to the earth and come all the way onto the belly. Hands under the shoulders, inhale, press the floor away, cobra pose. Exhale, rolling down. Hands by the ribs, inhale, press up to the knees, curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hold here. Neutralize the body and deepen the breath, finding a balance between effort and ease. Begin to walk the feet forward, legs straight or knees bent. When you arrive, inhale up onto the fingertips. Exhale, lengthen the spine and fold. Inhale, reach out through the arms, standing all the way up. Exhale, hands down in front of the chest. Keep moving. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to your right, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, reaching the arms high. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, twisting to the first direction, hips forward. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, twisting to the left, hips stay pointing forward. Inhale, reach both hands high. As you exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, Adho Mukha Dandasana, high plank pose. Feel your body strong from heels to crown. Tell yourself internally, I am strong. On your next exhale, lower the knees, lower the upper body to the earth. Inhale, press the floor away with the palms, squeeze the elbows back, cobra pose. Exhale, roll down onto the belly. Inhale, press up to the knees. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Look forward, step the right hand to the center of the mat, and then reach the left hand back to hold the outer right heel. You can also hold the calf if the hand doesn't quite reach the heel, turning to look up underneath the right arm. Press the hips up and back. Switching sides, reach the left hand forward to the center of the mat, and the right hand reaches back for the outer left ankle, heel, or calf. Turn to look up under the left arm, pressing the floor away with the left hand. On an inhale, look forward, returning to a neutral downward facing dog, reaching the heels for the earth. Inhale, lift the right leg high, and as you exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chest, hugging the thigh close to the body. Inhale, extend the leg high, reaching through the toes. Exhale, draw the knee in. This time, look forward and step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, reach both arms high, staying on the ball of the back foot. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand forward, right arm back. Inhale, reaching high, and exhale, twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Keep the hips square toward the front of the mat. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand forward. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. And exhale, twist to the left, right hand forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach forward, plant the hands on either side of the front foot. Lower the back knee, release the back toes, and place both hands on the right thigh to press the torso up. Inhale, extend the left arm by the left ear. Exhale, cross the left elbow over the right knee and stack the palms and elbows for prayer twist. Keep a little space between the belly and the left thigh. Roll the right shoulder back. option to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee, keeping the back leg strong and active to support the pelvis in this twist. On your next inhale, reach the arms forward and up, finding a high lunge position. As you exhale, plant the hands to the earth, lower the back knee down. This time, turn the right toes out to the corner of the mat. Take both hands inside the right foot to lizard pose. You can stay here on the palms or lower down onto the forearms. Whichever variation you choose, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and press through the back heel. Both feet firmly planted into the mat. If you're on the forearms, keep the left forearm down as you roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, stacking the right foot on top of the left. If this is too strong, step the right foot forward like a kickstand. And then either on the left forearm or the palm, reach the right hand all the way up to the sky. So you could be in forearm side plank or full side plank with the palm on the earth. Squeeze the thighs together, lift the hips away from the floor, stay strong. On your next exhale, plant the right palm to the earth, rolling back onto the balls of the feet, pressing up to plank if not there already. On your exhale, shift forward, lowering down, belly to the floor, one straight line. Inhale, press into the palms to cobra pose. Exhale, rolling down. Curl the toes under, inhale straight up to plank. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg high toward the sky. Exhale, bend the knee thigh to the chest. Inhale, reach the leg high. Exhale, curling the thigh towards the chest, down dog body. Inhale, extend the leg strongly. Exhale, look forward and step the left foot to the left thumb. Inhale, reach both arms high. As you exhale, twist to your left, right hand forward, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, twist to the right, left hand forward. Inhale, arms high through center. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, keep the arms high, and exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, lean forward, plant the hands, and lower the back knee to the earth. Press into the left thigh to lift the torso, and then inhale, extend the right arm by the right ear. Exhale, cross the right elbow over the left knee, stacking the elbows and palms for prayer twist. Remember the little space between the belly and the thigh. Press down with the left hand into the right hand to roll the chest open, left shoulder back. And then if you did on the first side, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee away from the earth, and press through the back heel so the back leg is strong. On your next inhale, reach the arms forward and up to a high lunge position. Exhale, plant the hands to the earth, lower the back knee, turn the left toes out to the corner of the mat, and take the left hand inside the left foot. Releasing the back toes, finding your lizard pose on the left side. You can always rock the hips gently left to right here to help soften into the hips. And come down to the forearms if you did on the first side. Curl the toes under, lift the back knee in whichever variation you're using. Keep the back leg strong, pressing through the back heel, both feet firmly planted into the earth. And then roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Plant the left hand down to step the left foot back on top of the right. You can also use it as a kickstand, as we showed on the first side. On an inhale, reach the left arm high toward the sky, either in forearm side plank or regular side plank. Keep the inner body strong, pressing the floor away, hugging into the midline from all sides. On your next exhale, lower the left hand down, come onto the balls of the feet. Inhale up to plank if not already. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, sweep the heart forward to upward facing dog, only hands and feet touch. Exhale, thighs stay lifted as you press back, downward facing dog. Use the time in downward facing dog to center your body, to stabilize your breath, and to steady your mind. On your next exhale, walk the feet about a foot's distance forward, bend the knees, and take a little hop between the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen onto fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step halfway back on your mat. Same exhale, take a little hop. Inhale, lift and lengthen to the fingertips. Exhale, plant the hands, step halfway back. At the end of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and hop between the hands. Inhale, lift up to the fingertips. Exhale, plant the palms and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead, coming up to stand. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, bend the knees, graze the fingertips to the floor, and sweep the arms up by the ears, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Sit the hips down low, reach the thumbs an inch further back, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and tuck the lower ribs in toward the spine. Stay strong, squeeze the inner thighs together, sit a little bit lower. With your next exhale, reach forward, bend the knees a lot to sit down and lift the toes to eye height, Navasana boat pose. The arms can reach forward by the legs, but keep the heart lifted, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more deep inhale here, body strong. As you exhale, cross the ankles, rock forward, plant the hands. Get ready to take one confident jump back, heart forward, elbows bent, landing in chaturanga. Inhale, sweep the heart up and through, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift from the low belly, back, downward facing dog. Steady the breath and steady the mind. On your next inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, look forward, step the right foot between the hands, ground the back heel, and inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Warrior one. Both sets of toes pointing toward the front of the mat. Exhale, hands to the hips, and roll the right hip back as you reach the left hip forward, squaring the hips toward the front of your mat. Bend the right knee a little more. Keep the left heel anchored firmly to the earth. Draw the hands together in front of the heart, and on an inhale, stretch the arms up overhead once again. Full Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Keep the tailbone pointing straight down towards the floor. Hug the sides of the waist in and lift the ribcage away from the hips. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands to the heart. Come onto the ball of the back foot and tip forward. Inhale, lifting the back leg to hip height. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 variation. Start to lift the back leg a little higher, tilting the heart down toward the floor, toppling tree pose, extending long from the back foot through the crown of the head. On an exhale, soften into the standing knee and reach back with the back foot to a light. Inhale, extend the arms toward the sky. Exhale, lean forward, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, lift the back leg. Lifting the back leg a little higher than hip height, heart reaches down toward the floor. Exhale, bend into the standing knee, reach the back foot back, alight softly. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, lean forward. Inhale, spring onto the standing front leg and tip forward, long spine. Exhale, bend the back knee into the chest and step the foot down. Inhale, reach both arms high, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, twist left elbow over right knee. Pressing the right hand down to open the chest. Rolling the upper body back. Look down at the floor and bend the knees to sink the hips low, planting the palms under the shoulders. And then press down into the floor to lift the hips, bend the elbows. Rest the hips on the elbows and rock forward into side crane, Parshvabhakasana. To walk through that again, plant the hands under the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows in so they're parallel. Lift the hips, bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Rest the outer thigh on the elbows and tip forward into Parshvabhakasana, side crane. If you're more advanced in your practice, you can cross the left arm over more so the left elbow is in the center of the right thigh. Then press the floor away strongly as you hug the knees in, tip forward, and lift the feet off the floor. When you're complete, rest the feet down. Come back to a toe balance with the hands at heart center. On an exhale, rock back onto the sitting bones. Lift the toes to eye height, returning to Navasana, boat pose. Keep the heart lifted, lower back lifting away from the floor. On an exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands, and one confident jump back, landing with bent elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, sweep the heart forward and through, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift from the low belly, up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep the left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, draw the left knee into the chest and step forward, left foot to the left thumb. Ground the right heel. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, coming to stand, and exhale the hands down to the hips. Use the hands to roll the right hip forward and draw the left hip back. The right toe should be pointing toward the right front corner of the mat, and then sink a little lower into the front knee. Draw the hands in front of the chest. On an inhale, stretch the arms up toward the ceiling, full Virabhadrasana 1. Tailbone straight down towards the floor, hug the waist in from all sides, ground through the back heel and lift through the fingertips. On your next exhale, draw the palms down in front of the chest, tip forward. As you inhale, spring onto the front leg, lifting the back leg just above hip height, tipping slightly forward. Keep the whole body active, stretching from back foot to the crown of the head. And then on an exhale, soften into the standing knee. Reach the back foot back to softly alight. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead into a high lunge. Exhale, hands down in front of the chest, lean forward. Inhale, spring onto the standing leg, lifting the back leg high. Exhale, soften the standing knee, softly alight, and inhale to a high lunge. Exhale, hands to the chest, lean forward. Inhale, spring forward, strong back leg, strong inner body. Exhale, soften the standing knee, draw the right knee into the chest and step down. Inhale the arms overhead, sitting low, Utkatasana. Exhale, cross the right elbow over the left knee to Utkatasana twist, chair twist. Press the left palm down into the right palm to roll the left shoulder back. Keep the knees hugging together, sit nice and low. And then look down to the floor, bend the knees deeply. Plant the hands under the shoulders on the left side of the mat. Bend both elbows, tip forward, rest the outer left thigh on the elbows, and lift the feet off the floor for Parshvabhakasana. You might be tapping the feet off the floor. That's okay if you're still working on coming up and taking weight into the hands. Also remember the more advanced variation to rest both knees on only the right elbow, the left elbow hovering in space. Keep the thighs drawing in towards the chest. And when you're complete, step both feet down, coming back through toe balance, and then sitting the seat back onto the mat, lifting the toes to eye height, Navasana boat pose. Squeeze the inner thighs together, lengthen through the crown of the head. On your next exhale, cross the ankles, plant the palms, heart forward, shoot the feet back, land in Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, legs strong, belly strong, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, walk the feet about halfway forward on the mat. Bend the knees and take a hop between the hands. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, long spine. Exhale, step halfway back on the mat, bend the knees, and finish the exhale by hopping between the hands. Inhale immediately to a flat back on the fingertips. Exhale, step halfway back and take a little hop forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding Uttanasana, knees straight or soft. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, knees bent to Utkatasana. Exhale, reach the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, press the knuckles away, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward, knees soft or straight. Inhale, bend the knees, coming up, reach the knuckles down toward the floor, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward, knuckles back over the head, knees bent or straight. Inhale to come up, knees bent, knuckles reach down toward the floor, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees to come up, shoulder blades squeezing together. Exhale, folding forward, head heavy. Stay here for a few breaths, letting the weight of the arms open the shoulders. Release the interlace of the fingers. Take the hands back down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come onto the fingertips. And then step the right foot back on your mat. Turn to face the right side of your mat, both sets of toes pointing forward so the feet are parallel. On an exhale, fold forward between the legs. Hinging from the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come onto the fingertips. And exhale, folding forward. One more time. Inhale, lifting up onto fingertips or palms, long spine. Exhale, crease at the hips to fold down. Option to stay here or to walk the hands back between the legs, reaching the crown of the head for the floor. Keep the elbows at 90 degrees and parallel. So you should be able to see your fingertips, making an equilateral triangle shape with the hands and the head. If you feel stable and it's in your practice, start to shift the weight forward into the head and lift the legs to a straddle position. Maybe lifting the legs all the way straight to tripod headstand. Keep the elbows in so that they're parallel and the elbows are bent to 90 degrees. To come out, slowly open the legs back through a tripod straddle, and then slowly hover, curling the belly in, reaching the feet back down to the floor, alighting softly wherever you are, lifting up onto the fingertips, taking the head off the floor, turning back towards the front of the mat, stepping the right foot forward, and on an exhale, soften and fold into Uttanasana, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming all the way to stand, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, palms draw down in front of the heart. Inhale, circle the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, open the palms to fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen to the fingertips. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, and step back, high plank pose. Lowering all the way down to the floor on the same exhale, and then rest the forehead on the earth. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, especially the pinky toes, so that the kneecaps lift. The legs are strong and active, tailbone reaching back toward the heels. On your next inhale, lift everything off the floor, balancing on the pelvis. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the inner thighs toward the ceiling. And on an exhale, come down to rest, stacking the hands and resting the forehead on the backs of the hands. You can rock the hips left to right here to soften the lower back. And then lift the head off the hands, stretch the arms out in front of you, palms to the floor. On an inhale, lift opposite arm and leg. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift opposite arm and leg. Exhale, lower down. Like you're swimming, keep moving with the breath. Inhale to lift arm and leg, and exhale to lower. Make sure you're going opposites and not lifting the same side, arm and leg. So the body is making like an X shape. On your next inhale, lift everything off the floor. Turn the palms to face each other, thumbs up. Squeeze the inner thighs together, lift them towards the ceiling. One more inhale, lift everything a little bit higher. And as you exhale, lower down, stacking the hands and resting the forehead. Option to rock the hips left to right, relaxing the muscles in the lower back. Soften the breath. Then lift up onto the forearms. Turn the left forearm parallel to the front of the mat and bend the right knee, reaching back to hold the right foot with the right hand. Gently draw the right heel towards the right sitting bone, maybe pressing the foot down by lifting the right elbow for a little more leverage. And then release the right foot to hold the right ankle. Press the foot back into the hand to create a bind, a lock, and on an inhale, lift everything off the floor. Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down, stacking the palms, resting the head, and rocking the hips. Lifting back up to the forearms, turn the right forearm parallel to the front of the mat this time. Bend the left knee, take a hold of the left foot with the left hand, and draw the left heel towards the left hip. Again, option to lift the left elbow for a little more leverage, but be careful with the body, respecting your own limits. And then release the pressure on the foot to take a hold of the outer left ankle with the left hand. Inhale to press the foot into the hand and lift everything off the floor. Fanning out the toes, reaching the right arm forward. Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. One more inhale, lift up a little bit higher. And as you exhale, lower down. Stack the palms, rest the forehead, rock the hips, soften the belly. For the next variation of full bow, draw both feet in. Reaching back with both hands to hold the outer ankles. On an inhale, press the feet back into the hands, lifting the chest away from the floor, maybe lifting the thighs away from the floor. And stay here, strong bind between the hands and feet. You might find a little rocking action on the belly. One more deep breath in to lift up, and exhale, soften down and rest. Breathe deeply into the belly, letting the breath massage the belly into the floor. If the last round of full bow felt good to you, you can prepare for another round. If not, if that was a little strong on the lower back, choose any of the previous postures that we've done on the belly. For full bow, bend both knees and reach back. This time, option to hold the inner ankles for more of a chest opener. On an inhale, press the feet into the hands and lift up, lifting the chest first, pressing the feet back, and then lifting the feet towards the sky to lift the thighs away from the earth. Keep the lower belly lifting up towards the spine to protect and support the lower back. One more big breath in, open the heart. Exhale, soften down to the earth. Plant the hands under the shoulders and press yourself gradually and gently back to Balasana Child's Pose. Rest the forehead on the earth or on a block if the forehead doesn't touch the earth. Deepen and soften the breath. On an inhale, bring your weight forward into the hands. Step the knees together and then sit the hips back on the heels, reaching the arms back behind you to hold the outer edges of the feet. Breathe here deeply into the belly. And then lift the head to tuck the chin, placing the crown of the head on the floor. On your next inhale, lift the hips toward the sky for rabbit pose, rounding the back. Exhale, lower the hips to the heels, reach the hands forward. Inhale, rock weight forward into the hands. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, soften the knees, look forward, and walk or float to a seated position at the front of your mat. Find a comfortable seated position, resting the hands on the knees, sitting up tall, closing the eyes. Steady the breath in and out through the nose, relaxing the entire body. Unfurl the leg, extending the left leg long and forward onto the floor. Bend the right knee out to the side so the sole of the right foot is on the left inner thigh. And then reach the hands behind you, pressing fingertips into the floor to lengthen out of the lower back. Start to lean forward, creasing the front of the left hip. And then reach the right hand forward to the outer edge of the left foot or the calf. Plant the left fingertips out to the side of the leg. On an inhale, lift the belly up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist the navel over the left thigh and fold forward. The hands can be on the floor or holding the foot or using a strap around the foot if the hamstrings are tight. Keep pressing through the left heel, flexing the toes back toward the shin and softening the upper body towards the leg. Close the eyes, take the attention inward, and find the inner sweetness of your practice. On your next inhale, reach both arms forward, sitting all the way up. And then use the right hand to help draw the right knee into the chest. Step the right foot out so there's distance between the foot and the thigh. Inhale, extend the right arm high. Exhale, lean forward and wrap the upper right arm around the shin, sweeping the left arm around to link the hands for a bind. If the bind isn't possible for you today, then keep the right hand on the floor, pressing upper arm into the shin. Bow the forehead down towards the left knee, breathing into the back of the body, especially the space just below the rib cage, where the kidneys lie in the body. On your next inhale, reach out through the crown of the head to sit all the way up. And then hold either side of the right foot. Draw the toes up to eye level. And begin to press through the heel to straighten the leg. The leg doesn't have to go all the way straight. You can also use a strap around the foot if you like. Keep the back long, lower back lifting away from the hips, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Breathe evenly through the nose. For the last few breaths here, if you'd like, bend the elbows out to the side to draw the leg a little closer, forehead towards shin and shin towards forehead. Then softly bend the right knee, stepping the right foot across the left thigh. Plant the right hand behind the sacrum. Inhale, left arm high by the ear. Exhale to twist left elbow across the right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to twist. A subtle action, see if you can keep the navel pointing forward to move the twist into the middle and upper back, protecting the lumbar spine. On an inhale, gaze forward. Uncross the right leg, reach the arms forward, and lift the toes up to Navasana boat pose. Either leg straight or knees bent. Holding here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, cross the ankles, hug the knees in, rock forward, plant the palms, and either step or jump back, landing in Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press the floor away with hands and feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift from the low belly, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in here. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step or float to a cross-legged seat between the hands. Immediately extend the right leg long, bending the left knee out to the side, tucking the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Hands behind the pelvis, press the fingertips down to lengthen the spine. Start to lean forward, creasing the front of the right hip joint. Making a V shape with the leg and the upper body. And then walk the hands forward, holding the outer edge of the right foot with the left hand. Plant the right fingertips. On an inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, lift up. As you exhale, twist the navel over the right thigh and fold forward, taking a hold of the foot with both hands, or using a strap, or hands can still be on the floor. Bow the forehead towards the right shin, lengthening from tailbone to crown, keeping the right foot and leg active and softening the upper body. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the face, turning the attention inward. On your next inhale, reach through the crown of the head, reaching the arms forward and up to come to a seat. Bend the left knee into the chest with the help of the left hand and step it out to the side, making a little space. Plant the right fingertips down. Inhale, stretch the left arm high, and exhale, fold forward, wrapping the upper left arm low on the shin, sweeping the right arm around to link fingers for a bind. If the bind isn't possible on this side, keep the tented fingertips of both hands on the floor and simply bow forward. Wherever you are, press the upper left arm into the left shin. The left knee should be pointing straight up toward the ceiling. And then soften the face and the upper body as you bow forward. Gently releasing the hands if you have the bind and sitting up to hold either side of the left foot. Lift the left toes to eye level, lengthening the spine, pressing the torso into the thigh. And then begin to press through the left heel to straighten the leg. It doesn't have to go all the way straight, and you can also use a strap. Wherever you are, lift the ribcage away from the hips, lengthen through the crown of the head, and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Option to bend the elbows out to the sides. For the last breath here, drawing the shin a little closer to the face. Then soften into the left knee. Cross the left foot over the right thigh, stepping it down to the floor. Left hand behind the sacrum. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale to twist, crossing right elbow over left knee and turning to look back over the left shoulder. Keep the navel and the lower belly pointing forwards as the upper back twists. With every inhale, lengthen, reaching through the crown. With every exhale, roll the left shoulder back and twist. Take one more exhale, drawing the belly in for your deepest twist. On an inhale, look forward, uncross the legs, and lift the toes to eye height, knees bent or straight. Exhale, cross the ankles, rock forward, plant the palms. This time, step back to high plank. Lower the knees and come all the way onto the belly. Same exhale. Hands under the shoulders, press into the earth, gentle cobra. Exhale to lower down, take the hands by the ribs. Inhale, lift up through tabletop, and exhale, sit the hips all the way back to the heels in Balasana Child's Pose. Take several breaths here, massaging the belly into the thighs with the breath, softening the mind and the forehead down into the earth. If basket headstand is in your practice and it feels like a good way to wind down before Shavasana, we'll prepare for that. If basket headstand is not in your practice, you can just make your way onto your back for final relaxation. And also, if you would like to use a wall, you can go over and set up nice and close to a wall. When you find a place you'd like to set up, if you are doing a headstand, measure the distance between your upper arms. Place the forearms on the earth and interlace the fingers. Tuck the chin, place the crown of the head on the floor, cupping the back of the head in the hands, and then begin to walk the feet towards the upper body, stacking the hips over the shoulders. When you walk in as far as you can, softly bend the knees. You can start to lift one knee at a time, tucking the knees into the chest, or lift both knees to a tucked position. Once you're in a strong tucked position, slowly extend the legs up towards the sky. Keep pressing the forearms down strongly without moving them. Gently hug the elbows towards each other to keep the shoulder girdle strong and supportive, protecting the neck as you stay in your headstand. Squeeze the inner thighs together, reach through the feet and fan out the toes. Slow, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Even with the effort of headstand, keep the body calm, keep the mind centered. To come out, slowly begin to lower the legs. You can lower both legs straight in a piked position or bend the knees back through your tucked position. When you come out of your headstand, rest in child's pose with the hands back by the feet. Give yourself a moment to integrate your inversion practice, returning to a soft, comfortable breath. And then as you're ready, slowly and gradually making your way onto your back for Shavasana, final relaxation. We'll take a 2-minute Shavasana here, but if you have more time, you can also pause this video and take Shavasana a little longer, which I encourage if you are able. Come to lay on your back with the arms and legs in a low V shape, palms facing up. Close the eyes, let the body and breath drift into its natural rhythm, letting go of all control and all effort. Relax here, knowing that you're completely safe and supported. Starting to deepen the breath down into the belly, gently moving your fingers and toes. On an inhale, stretch the arms overhead for a full body stretch. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest, roll over to one side, and gradually make your way up to a comfortable seated position. No rush, take your time. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. My name is Alicia Waters. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.